Hey everybody, I am doing a quick VR for Catman Comics Man. He is doing a push for 600 subs. Actually, he's already there, so I am late to the game. I was hoping today that I would be able to find something really rad to go along with one of my nicer slabbed comics to do his VR, but I failed miserably. So what I decided to do was to do one comic book which isn't as cool, but actually kind of has a fun story. And it is one of my favorite characters, the Silver Surfer, teamed up with Reed Richards and Sue. And their son is actually in this one too, but not on the cover. And all of these people are actually in this book. And so I thought it would be fun to kind of do a little review kind of like he does. So I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, it's kind of a fun story. Certainly not a key issue or anything. But yeah, anyway, so this is my pairing. So this is Silver Surfer number 15 from September 1988. It starts off, and the backstory is Reed and Sue are with their son Frank. Oh, but can I show you real quick? The fridge. Not awesome. Sorry, it's my favorite part about the late 80s comic books is seeing all the ads. Anyway, so they're having kind of a family vacation. They're completely out of the Fantastic Four. They're just on a sabbatical. Silver Surfer comes and says, hey, I got word from Nova that Galactus is dying and he needs your help. And they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You need to go check out Hank. Hank is leading the Fantastic Four right now. We are just out here playing tennis. Or maybe that's, it's not squash. What is that? What's the other one? I don't remember what it's called. It's not something I've ever played before. So, yeah. And then, no, Silver Surfer's like, no. Nova contacted me telepathically and said he needs the two of you specifically. And they're like, I don't know about that. So they're like, okay, they got convinced to go. And like, yeah, but we got to bring our son Frankie. And so they end up going, and what they find out when they're on this little yellow brick road is that Galactus fought the Elders and I guess consumed some of them. And because the Elders are immortal and can't die, they're tearing him up from the inside. And what they plan on doing is finding these stones. There are 6 stones, and they're going to transfer their souls from their bodies inside of Galactus to these stones, and then I guess he can just digest the bodies of them. The reason why they can't die is because they have an agreement with Death that she won't take them. So Nova's there protecting Galactus. Galactus explains that there are 6 stones and that they need to go through this black hole to get them. But they have to be careful which one they take or the stones will actually take their souls. Silver Surfer says, hey, why don't you guys hang back? I'll go get the stones. And they're like, let's talk about this a little bit. Maybe there's something we can learn by going through this black hole that will benefit humanity. So they're all for it. They leave Frankie back. Frankie is can kind of see the future, partially cognitive. I don't know if that's the right word. So Reed's like, hey, how does this all go? And he's like, yeah, I think everything's fine, but remember, Dad, I can't see everything. So they go through the black hole. Silver Surfer falls off of his surfboard. They kind of fall through the black hole and they end up in this dimension. It's kind of a wacky dimension and it's a magical dimension. And Reed says, after they wake up, because apparently they all pass out at some point, that this sounds or looks like the dimension that Doctor Strange had mentioned. So Silver Surfer hops back up on the surfboard, go looking for the stones. Apparently he has some kind of connection to them. They come across this elder. The stones are supposed to be there, and he says, the elder's here, but the stones are gone. He can tell that through his senses. The elder sends these creatures to attack them. And of course, Silver Surfer and the Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic make short work of these beasts. So they talk to this elder, and they find out that this elder is actually called, what was his name? Crap, I don't remember his name, but he's basically just a storyteller. And what he does is he tells stories to those creatures, and they love him for it. So he tells stories about the fight with Galactus, and that's how he lives. He tells you that he landed with 2 other elders, and they went off to find the stones. He left him to stay there and just kind of be around these creatures. So they're like, okay, well, we're gonna hop back in the ship and go find the stones. Sue goes a little crazy, and she releases the creatures from her invisible shield and just chastises them. And Reed's like, ooh, that sounds a lot like Malice. But he's like, I thought I got rid of Malice, but apparently not. So Reed's like, I don't know what's going on with this dimension. I know Doctor Strange says it's magical, but I don't really believe in magic. So he's struggling a little bit between science and the magic. So he doesn't know what he believes in. So he's like, hey, you know what? We need to keep an eye on each other. So they leave, and for some reason, he has a very menacing grin, but that doesn't come to play later. At least not in this issue. So they go and they quickly find the other 2 elders, and they say, oh, Silver Surfer, we love you so much. We're so impressed with how Galactus turned you into this awesomeness. The 6 stones, you can't have them. They're actually melded to the shorter one's body. And the only way to get those stones is over his dead body. And we've already discussed they can't die. So Sue's like, oh, hell no. I'm not putting up with this. And she starts a fight with them. And so wing, wing, boom. She acts like she's going to kill them. She's pretty impressive. As you can see her face, she's clearly not herself. She makes this guy's arms disappear, and then his legs disappear. So that's a little rough for him. She gets down and she starts yelling at this guy about the stones and how they need them. Silver Surfer's like, yo, what's going on here? And she turns around and she does this little finger bang thing. And then, boop, gun pops up, shoots him in the head. He falls to the ground. And then you find out that, no, she is full-on Malice at this point. She trades Silver Surfer to this elder, who drops the 6 stones and then binds Silver Surfer to him, just like Silver Surfer was serving Galactus. Now he'll serve this guy. She picks up the 6 stones through her magic or her ability, and then is full on like, all right, I'm out of here. And it doesn't really say where Reed is when all this is happening, but she does say that she is planning on going solo. So yeah, so you see Reed here, and then he's kind of just gone. So anyway, it's very fun. To see Sue turn from the sweet girl into Malice. It was all kind of a twist ending like comic books should be. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy comic books and toys and other great nerd things, CatFan does a really good job. He puts out daily videos where he pairs the toys with the comic books, goes into the history of the characters and the comic books and the toys, and does just a really nice job of putting it all together. He does one every single day. He's putting in a lot of work. So he's one of my favorite comic book channels. If you want to go check him out, I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. Bye.